Yo, what's up guys? It's the Elephant, and the new Top Drives update has come out, which is PL 14.4 if I remember correctly. But yeah, so the content's been lacking kinda lately, and I was actually had the idea of making a Top Drives Theories video on where is PL 14.4, and then the update dropped today. So that video is out the window, but that's okay because we've got a bunch of new content ideas that I've come up with. So there's going to be a lot of cool content coming soon, so definitely subscribe. And then I also won't gamble away all my cash then because of that, and I'll actually save up to the 3.25 mil when we hit 1,000 subs. But enough with that and telling you guys to subscribe, because yeah, we got to talk about the cool new updates. So first things first, you can type in the names of your cars now, which I think is a pretty useful feature, especially if you just want to look at your garage. Like, see, here's Audi, which is why, or I guess the Donker for it too, because it's got Audi in the name. But yeah, you can actually see now cars looking at them with the search feature. So like we can type in TVR, and then there they all are. There's all the TVRs, or if you even want to be more specific, 911, there's all your Porsche 911s now. They're all right there. So you can be like super specific with it. Now there is one, the only thing I've noticed with it is you can't use the space button. So if you want to type in like a full name of a car, like Lancia, and then I want to type in LC2, you can't. But that would only really be an issue if you have like a gigantic garage. Like really it's more of just an easy way to filter. Like I want to see my Lamborghinis, just type in Lambo, and there they all are. So I think a really nice feature, especially if you want to see cars for like specific years too. Like here's my 2007 collection. It's not too bad, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Another thing is Audi got some new pictures. And I'm happy with these new pictures because I actually have 2 of the 3 cars that got new pictures. One of which is the Audi R8 Spider V10, and not gonna lie, this is a pretty nice picture, even though it's basically the same as the other one. But it is a bit brighter, so I don't really mind it. I do like the new Audi SQ5 picture a lot, though. I do actually like this picture a lot. I've been using it a lot today, recently. Just in general, I've been using the Audi SQ5 a lot, just because maybe of the new picture. So I've wanted to use it more over my Cayenne Turbo or my other cars. And the one car, surprisingly, that I don't have the one that has the new picture is the RQ40 Audi Quattro. And this one, I have to say, is the best of the new pictures that were added. It's on my wish list now because I want it. And it is definitely not bad. Now, before we get into the new challenge, we also have a new thing, which is tags. So overall, Two-Tone, Horror Show, and Silver Screen had some cars removed and some cars added. It's just an occasional 3 or 2. But Silver Screen actually did get pretty interesting, though. They added the Koenigsegg Agera R to it, and I think some other legendaries got removed from it. But now it's the 12C GT3, the Agera R, and then the CTSV Sport Wagon that you can get from the carbon fiber. So definitely very high chances to get a very strong legendary from that pack. But I already made videos on those, so I'm not going to get too in-depth into it. Christmas collection, however, I am going to get in-depth with in a new video, which is one of the video ideas, which is another what can you get from this pack to add to it for the 4 new tags that now haven't been released. And my Christmas collection hand isn't, I guess, too bad. I've got 3 epics, and there are higher tier epics, but there are some nice cars in this pack as well. If you look at it, there are some pretty solid ones that you can get, and definitely one to think about collecting some from. So yeah, Christmas collection is pretty cool. And one last thing too, which they added, which is the tag originals. Now I have 217 of these, but basically what these cars are cars that were originally in the game. Now none of these cars have any of the tags from like the updates and stuff, and none of them are like, is Mazda in here? Because if Mazda's in here, then it goes all the way back to the Mazda update. Yeah, so basically it's before the very first one, which was American Dream. There are no American Dream cars or Future in this, but they do have like the Alphas and the Mazdas and the Jaguars from all those updates. So it's not like the OG cars, which there probably wouldn't be like too many, I guess. There'd more be like 500 than 900. But still, it's pretty interesting, and we might see some interesting events with this. Like, now hopping into it, the new challenge, the championship, the Skyline Nismo series. Now, first off, you can only access the championship if you completed the Yellowbird. Luckily, I completed the Yellowbird recently, so I can actually make some videos about it. But, yeah, Skyline Nismo series. It's pretty cool, not gonna lie. It's got tricky, I do know that. I have looked at some people posting rounds, and I also have looked at some of the beginning rounds already, and it is very niche. And with it being very niche, it's all Japanese cars. So 3 of which, the top 3 up here, Originals 2010s, that is Japanese original cars from 2010. Originals 2000s, Japanese original cars from the 2000s, and then same on and so forth. And then for Pro Tour, it's JPT cars. 2010s to 2020s, or Pro Tour 2000s, Pro Tour 80s to 90s. So it's very niche, very specific. Like one right here, which I found pretty funny if I can find it. Right here, Pro Tour 2000s. You go to it, I have one rare, then you go to all cars, there's literally only 2 cars you have. So you either need an Impreza or a Wing Road. So it is definitely very niche, but it does look like they do give you a lot of packs, which will be very nice for doing it. Also, actually it's probably 10 rounds, I forgot, I proved that wrong later. But another interesting thing is that Honda Civic right there in that picture. That is actually a car that is not in the game yet, so maybe hint at a Honda update? Probably not, but still, that's pretty cool to think about, that they have the, maybe, I don't really know how this works, but the copyright to the Honda, or at least that photo of the Honda, so maybe they have the rights to that Honda, and maybe we'll get a Honda update in the future. But we just had a Japanese update, so probably not anytime soon. So yeah, that is pretty cool that we got that other challenge going. So definitely going to be some videos on that. I'll probably start, the one that I'm looking at starting on is, I think, the originals 80s to 90s, because I feel like that's my best area, because I've got a good amount of rares. This one's also maxed out as well, and this one. So the only 2 I have stock are the Honda Legend and the Subaru Leon. So I feel like this one, if I get started on it, I should be pretty good. But yeah, it's also another thing I'm interested in seeing is, like with the Road to Skyline Nismo, Road to Yellowbird, there's some ultra rare prizes, especially this one, which is a good one. And this one's also not too bad. The Mito I still need, that's on my wish list. But it'll be interesting to see then when some whale gets through it all the way. But even whales probably will struggle because of the amount of niche rares that you need from Japan. But it'll be interesting to see when someone does get there, then what cars are the ultra rares that you can get from the prize boards. Because we do also still have all these ceramic packs too that you can claim as well, which is very nice. So yeah, pretty solid update, I'd say. Definitely helped refresh the game a bit. Game was getting a bit lacking, content was kind of running out. But now I've got a bunch of fun ideas that I have for videos to make, and there's definitely going to be some stuff coming up soon in that. So I'd say, not a bad update. I haven't really seen any bugs, really. There has been a bug with the last race that you do in Renown, and then it won't give you your pack, but I haven't seen too many people complaining about that, so it might just be a bit rare that it happens, but still, I'd say it is definitely a very nice update, and pretty cool that we got another championship now to work on, especially since I completed Yellowbird. It's nice to now have something else to work on with the Renown. So yeah, that's basically going to conclude it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this type of content, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all that cool stuff. I'm Elephant. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.